Bitcoin is up once again, ladies and gentlemen, and a lot of people are predicting a new all-time high coming next week. Now, it's crazy because we're only $5,000 away from a new all-time high. And I'm not going to lie, guys, I definitely do think it is possible. Now, if you can see right here, institutions now own over 10% of Bitcoin, which is insane. We already know that Michael Saylor himself owns about 3%, which is huge. Now, we saw some Satoshi-era wallets do some crazy movements in the past, I want to say 48, 72 hours. We're going to cover that in this video, go over a couple things. But yeah, guys, welcome back. It's your boy, Crypto RJ from the 99B channel with your daily Bitcoin update. Okay, now let's talk about Bitcoin here, guys. We could see at $118,000, this thing is looking pretty freaking phenomenal, okay? In the past week as well, it pretty much said, and we did dip down to about 115, and this was triggered by one specific moment. Basically, I believe it was 1.1, no, it was more than this. I think it was $9 billion worth of Bitcoin. I have the article here. Yeah, $9 billion worth of Bitcoin was sold, and Bitcoin just basically crashed onto 115 and recovered within 24 hours. So this is the most bullish thing I've ever seen, like ever, right? Think about it. $9 billion was sold in the open markets on a Friday, right? Was yesterday or Friday? Yeah, this was yesterday or Friday. Yeah, on a Friday. And it just got eaten up within 24 hours. I don't think people understand how crazy that actually is. There was no panic selling. There was no FUD. It didn't trigger a bunch of, selling walls and whatnot. It literally is like nothing ever happened. In fact, I'm sure a lot of people probably don't even know about this. But when you really think about it, this is crazy. And we could see Bitcoin Archive saying send it to 200K, because 100%, guys, like that's actually insane when you deep it. Now, Japan is also buying Bitcoin. So Japan's 116-year-old Gidaba Ko is now buying Bitcoin. Every company will follow 100%, guys. I don't think people really understand that. Listen, it's going to get to a point, and I mean, I know I say this so often, I sound like a broken record at this point, but it's going to get to a point where there isn't enough Bitcoin for everyone. Listen, guys, start small. Buy 0.01, then try to get 0.05, then try to get 0.1 Bitcoin, then try to get 0.2, then try to get 0.5, then try to get one whole Bitcoin. And I promise you, again, not financial advice, do your own research, but that will probably be the greatest investment, the greatest goal you've ever worked towards in your life. Okay, now moving on, Trump bought $2 billion of Bitcoin last week. Strategy is about to enter the S&P 500. Retail FOMO is at historic lows, and market just absorbed $9 billion of sell pressure. But my 4-year cycle tells me we top in 10 weeks, so I'm going to start taking profits here. Now, guys, I don't think we are in a 4-year cycle anymore. I think those days are behind us. I mean, even Saylor has said that, you know what? There will never be a crypto winter ever again, and I kind of understand that. I kind of agree with that, okay? Now, speaking of Saylor, he also says the only thing better than Bitcoin is more Bitcoin. And guys, if you do like Bitcoin, definitely go ahead and click the first link down below and go ahead and check out Bitcoin Hyper, guys. Bitcoin Hyper is a very interesting pre-sale project. And guys, let's be real here. If you guys like altcoins, you like Bitcoin, this is somewhere you definitely want to check out, okay? Definitely go ahead and chuck in a little bit of money, a little bit of house money on this, a little bit of play money. They've raised $5 million in their pre-sale, and they're basically a Bitcoin layer 2, okay? Now, I'm not saying this is going to completely change Bitcoin by any means. I don't think it's possible, but what I do think is there's going to be a lot of hype, and there might be a decent bit of money to be made to go ahead, swing trade, take profits, and big ape back into Bitcoin, okay? Again, the link is down below. Go ahead and check it out, and let me know how much of this you guys are buying. I want to share this as well in our old forum. This guy says, I only have 600 Bitcoins, virtually all generated last week. I missed the bus. I will be buying some soon. And this is from 2010. Crazy to think that if that guy was holding or is still holding that Bitcoin, he is, I think, a billionaire maybe? Insane. Okay, now finally, Bitcoin just proved it can absorb a $9 billion sell order in 36 hours with minimal market disruption. Huge green light for large fund managers and sovereigns who can be assured of moving their money in and out with relative ease. Incredibly bullish liquidity test. But guys, that is it for today. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.